The Irish government is more concerned with the Asian bee population taking over and wreaking havoc on the bee population of Ireland than the actual Irish people getting invaded by the people of Asia and wreaking havoc on the Irish population. Today, we have one of the most insane news articles I have ever read in my entire life. This one just came up today. It says Ireland's beekeepers very concerned about the Asian hornet could wreak havoc on the bee population. Now, nothing of course about the Asian, Pakistani, South Asian people coming over in their thousands, completely taking the resources, people from the Middle East, people from Roman gypsy populations, people from war-torn parts of Africa and Latin America. Nothing about that, guys, ever in the news. What they are concerned about is the Asian hornet. Guys, you couldn't even write this article. I mean, it's comical. It says, the discovery of the invasive insect in Cork this week, not Roman gypsies, but bees, sparked a biosecurity alert. So it says, the discovery of the invasive insect in Cork this week sparked a biosecurity alert here. Okay, there's no national security alert for our safety because there's sleeper cells from coming from ISIS, parts of Afghanistan that are harboring ISIS and Al-Qaeda. Nothing about that, guys. Nothing about that biosecurity or that national security alert. But in Cork this week, there's a biosecurity alert because of the bees. It was the second discovery ever of its kind in Ireland. The last sighting was in 2021. And the last sighting of Roman gypsies was 2 days ago. Okay, it says the Asian hornet, also known as a yellow-legged hornet, poses a significant threat to biodiversity in Ireland, as even a single nest can devastate honeybee populations. However, it does not pose a significant public health risk. Now, they're talking about a yellow-legged hornet. We're talking about just anybody in general. Okay, they're talking about it poses a significant threat to biodiversity, so they're scared of having biodiversity in the insect population, but they're not scared of having diversity in the Irish population. They want to make Ireland a biodiverse shithole, but it's okay for humans, guys. It's okay for humans to be super diverse and have crazy people come in and try and kill us like Aisling Murphy, etc., etc. Hundreds of stories of that. But when it comes to bees, oh no, that's where they draw the line. No other bee species allowed in this country. Okay, that would be too much. However, it does not pose a significant public health risk. Well, you know what does cause a significant public health risk? Bringing over sleeper cells from Afghanistan and Iraq that are part of ISIS and want to behead us in the streets. That's what poses a significant health threat. Public health threat. Public health risk. The National Parks and Wildlife Security has said it's working to establish how the insect got into the country, while traps have been placed close to where the insect was found on Tuesday. They won't place any traps around the borders of the country when there's boats flooding into the country of the UK and Ireland. Okay, stop the boats. But they will place traps for bees. Very interesting, guys. It's like they care more about the bee population than the Irish population. Interesting. He said they're trying to work out how the insect got into the country. So whenever people come over and they destroy the country, they're on social welfare for 20 years and then they go and attack kids in Parnell Square, they never tell the public how the people got into the country. They never tell anything like that. But when it comes to bees, we know about their wildlife, their tracking, we know every single thing about them. This is actually comical. This is a disgraceful article. And I want to really make this clear. I want to make this clear to people. The Irish government are doing this on purpose. This is an Irish Examiner. They are doing this on purpose to troll the Irish public. Understand now, guys. They know that people like me and other creators that are more right-leaning will pick up on this. And they are using keywords on purpose, guys. They know what they're doing. They're doing this as an inflammatory key response. This is on purpose. This is on purpose, guys. Be under no illusion. It said here, she described the insects as very beautiful and much larger than our native wasps. The Irish people are very beautiful, and these other people are not as beautiful as us. Plain and simple. It is dark black on its thorax and a bright yellow face, she said. Okay, the bottom 2/3 of its legs are bright yellow. She said the insect looks to feed off honeybees and beekeepers, identifying them easily because when they fly to the front of a hive, the legs are splayed and it's like a yellow halo around it. We call that hawking. So the insect looks to feed off the native Irish public. I mean, the native Irish bees. They want to. So there's a bees coming to our country, not looking to work, looking to just take honey from our native bees. Almost like foreign people coming to Ireland, not wanting to work, taking from the Irish public sector, public health, and the dole, the welfare. Very interesting. Like I said, this is all done on purpose. They are doing this article on purpose, guys. This is malice intent from the government. She said beekeepers were very concerned about the arrival of the insect into Ireland because it's carnivore, it's an apex predator, and it will wreak havoc. Really? We are apex predators in Ireland, okay? We are masculine alpha males and, patriots in Ireland. These other people are not. And these other bees as well, okay? We're talking about bees still. Alright. We know from the Pollination Preserve Project, Atlantic Positive Research, that has wreaked havoc in Europe. Alright? They did a survey in 2020 of 400 beekeepers in France, Spain, and Portugal. And they spent just under 800 million to protect their bees, and it doesn't stop them. Jesus. They spend more to protect the bees than they do to protect the borders of our countries in Europe. Okay? It said they've wreaked havoc in Europe. Oh, the bees have wreaked havoc in Europe. Also, these immigrants, guys, these illegals from IPAS centers, they've also wreaked havoc. I mean, this is comical. They have written this article on purpose in this way. Okay? So they spent 800 million. That's more than we spend on the national security of the country to protect the borders. But we'll spend that much to protect the country from bees. This is literally the most insane article I've ever read in my entire life, guys. Okay? Of course, the illegals in France, Spain, and Portugal have also wreaked havoc. The Asian hornet insect caught this week is now being examined by the public and is being encouraged to be vigilant when traveling to Ireland on ferry or in the ports. Guys, they are very good at piggybacking on human transport. Jesus, this article is just ridiculous, guys. Of course, be vigilant when you see these crackpots, Roman gypsies running around the place, okay? And these Asians that look dangerous and aggressive, okay? People coming from ferries and ports, familiarize yourself with the insect. If you suspect an Asian hornet, please take a photo. If you see any foreign person from IPAS centers doing any crazy illegal activities, make sure to take photos and record them, and then bring them into the Gardaí so the Gardaí can arrest these people and deport them. This is my best video I've ever done in my life. She also warned the public not to panic, as this could lead to good pollinators being killed. Good pollinators, good patriots being killed, like us, guys. Okay, they're coming over here, they're killing people. Ashley Murphy, hundreds of people stabbed, killed by these foreign invaders. I mean bees. Members of the public are being asked to make contact with Invasives.ie. They even have a website, guys. They even have a website set up to see if you see an Asian bee. Maybe they could set up a website. Here's a thought. Bear with me on this one. Maybe they could set up a website that if we see illegal people here, illegal immigrants doing crazy shit, breaking into cars, stabbing women, children, sexually assaulting people, harassing people, flashing people, maybe we can have a website where we could go and report them on a website. Because I personally, as much as I like bees, I don't care about bees as much as I love the Irish public. Let me know your thoughts on that. I love you all. This this article, news article that they put out, guys, is on purpose. The Irish Examiner knows that this invasion of Asian hornets is basically very similar to the invasion of illegal immigrants in this country, and they're writing these articles on purpose in this inflammatory way to piss off right-leaning conservative people like myself and everybody else. I love you guys all. Don't fall for the craziness. Mainstream media is dead. If you want to help support me, hit the join link underneath this video. Become a member today. It's only €3 per month. Okay, that's less than the price of a coffee, lads. I love you all. Stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.